There is a certain point in everyone's life where, how high can you count? Changes from a matter of knowledge to a matter of will. Paper actually has 6 sides, but we don't realize it until you start stacking it. A penny saved is actually better than a penny earned because the penny saved has already been taxed. Everybody thought having a calculator on you at all times was gonna be a game changer, but the real asterisk is having a flashlight. Leaders who are socially anxious and have stage fright are the most reliable ones, because we can be sure that they don't do it just because they love their own voice or just for the attention. A human lifetime or a fiddle of gold aren't worth anything to the devil. All he did was convince some hick down in Georgia that he's a better player than the devil himself, and pride is a sin. It was a long con. The amount of people older than you never goes up. It's impossible for someone to overtake you in age. Becoming an adult is thinking like a child and saying no to yourself before you action that though. Edit, thought. The floppy disk save icon may be out of date, but at least it's a couple of 100 years newer than the magnifying glass search icon. Jealousy is often considered a negative emotion, but it's an incredibly honest one. You can learn a lot about yourself by reflecting on who or what you're jealous of. You never miss any high fives given to a mirror. Even blindfolded or in dark and at any angle. My morning ritual involves giving myself a high five in the mirror. A brilliant start to the day. You try it too. It's therapeutic. Ad-free human life is a luxury of the past that may never come again. The most documented thing on the internet is human reproduction. Christmas does not feel like Christmas when it is Christmas, but thinking about Christmas when it's not Christmas makes Christmas feel like Christmas. If you removed all of your fingers, your hand would look like a meat spatula. It takes 10,000 hours of doing something to become an expert at something, so regardless of how bad you feel about life, just know you're an expert at living. If Dr. Phil actually wanted to help people, he would do it in private and not bring them on his show. Before cameras were invented, nobody had ever seen themselves blink. People that think they're a burden to others usually aren't. The people that don't think they're a burden to others, most often are. Because of grocery delivery services, DiGiorno actually can be delivery. A horse that is pregnant is stronger because it has 2 horsepower. The people who are rude to strangers on the internet are probably the same people who are rude to waiters and retail staff. People who apologize for their English have better English than those who fluently speak it. Farting while running technically gives you a speed boost. Not wearing a belt in public is normal, but taking a belt off in public looks creepy. Hot and cool are both used in positive ways despite being opposites. Ah, that's hot. Cool. As an adult, unlearning may be more important than learning. Become your inner child. Horses and seagulls with eyes on the front would look terrifying. Fat chance and slim chance indicate the same odds, poor. With all the symbols that are on a keyboard, it's kind of ridiculous that a basic check mark isn't one of them. If you pee in your sleep, you must also sleep in your pee. The hobby of camping is probably a prime example of first world privilege. Our one planet has 6,500 languages that are actively spoken by humans, but in science fiction, planets are often depicted as only having one language for the entire species. There are some people who think the world is suddenly gonna get better the moment we enter 2021. People tend to use the word ******** to refer to someone with a personality flaw. Nobody ever uses it to refer to somebody who smells bad. If you had to take a pill to dream, the pill would probably be labeled as a Schedule 1 substance. We all probably peaked, happiness-wise, in elementary school. We were so oblivious. Respect shouldn't be something that is earned. Disrespect is. Everyone should start with a level of respect, and if they earn it, they can be disrespected. Some of the people who appear to have led very interesting lives are actually just good storytellers. When you teach a wolf to meditate, he then becomes a werewolf. lol, is transforming from meaning, laugh out loud, into more of an indication of a humorous tone. Being as healthy as a horse is a poor expression for an animal who is often put down after breaking a leg. When you dream about someone laughing in a conversation, that's basically just you laughing at your own joke. Nightmares are crazy. It's like your brain is withholding information from other sections of your brain to traumatize yourself. It is said that it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert in something. So unless you spend at least 20 minutes a day pooping, you will never be an expert in your lifetime. Children of Zeus and his brothers shouldn't be that attractive, as most are inbred. Breathing is one of the weirdest bodily functions because it is both involuntary and voluntary. While your breath occurs without conscious thought, your conscious thought can also control it. There is only one day of the year where it is perfectly acceptable to carve open a living thing, scoop put its organs, and put a flaming object inside it. Wile E. Coyote could 100% have succeeded if he tried some of the same traps more than once. Saying something tastes store-bought is a compliment to a bad chef and an insult to a good one. When you cut broccoli, it becomes a smaller version of itself. My boyfriend laughs about it a lot. Saying you've never dated a single person in your life is always true. To truly appreciate life, you have to have been at rock bottom. The tracks in Moose Tracks ice cream is meant to be the poo. In the game Among Us, oxygen depletion shouldn't matter. We wear spacesuits with air packs. When plants die, we pull them out of the earth, and when people die, we put them into the earth. Riding with a license is playing Among Us. The cops where you're the imposter. University is one of the rare times in life when it's socially acceptable to be an unemployed alcoholic. The word bacon in a Jamaican accent is the same as beer can in an Australian accent. Twin siblings have more social responsibility compared to two regular siblings because they carry someone else's face as well. Had our every action been accompanied with background music, we would have better understanding of whether we are doing right or wrong. People didn't know if the first telephone worked until the second one was invented. When originally soft bread gets old, it becomes harder, but when originally hard bread gets old, it becomes softer. Most love songs in the 80s were about how a girl could win them over, whereas songs nowadays are about how much the singer will do to win the girl over. It costs 3 pennies to make a penny, clearly something isn't going right. Continental drift sounds way cooler if you know a lot about cars and nothing about geography. Astronauts are probably very tired of getting asked how they pee. For a chubby plumber, Mario has an impressive vertical and incredible lung capacity. All forms of language are being received at the speed of sound, while sign language is the only one being received at the speed of light. That which we're willing to tolerate becomes our culture. News has become a source of entertainment, and entertainment has become a source of news. Having a itchy ******* in public is relatable to everyone but frowned upon scratching. When life gives you lemonade, add vodka. Blankets can protect you from absolutely everything. You gotta feel bad for the first caveman to look at the sun after a solar eclipse and went blind. Caretaker and caregiver are synonyms, despite logically meaning opposing things. If you're a songwriter and you mention some type of modern technology in a song, your song will most definitely sound silly 10 years later. Ain't no beef like the beef between first and second shift. Social media, where the village idiot is taken seriously.